Hello, everyone. I'm back. You're welcome. My name is Dr. Idoringen Uso. I am an academic. I am an entrepreneur. I love educating people. I love simplifying things. I love processes. I love good health. I love money. And I love to look good. I am here as a boss mom, and I'm here with other boss moms who will be speaking with you tonight and sharing with you how they became boss moms, the process, and also how you too can become a boss mom. I want to specially welcome everyone on this live training. We are live right now on Zoom, and we are also streaming live on Facebook. This video will be recorded and will also be uploaded to our YouTube page, the Dynasty Group, so that anyone can watch it at any time. So if you're unable to join us, or if you know someone who really wants to watch this video, you could either direct the person after tonight to the Dynasty Hub on Facebook or the Dynasty Group on YouTube. Everyone is muted so that we will not have interferences. If you have comments, questions, you can actually drop your question. You can leave your questions to the end. You can drop your comments and I'll read it out to the hearing of everyone. This evening, I have 5 amazing boss moms who are going to be sharing their stories with you. So get a pen and paper because there's something you're going to learn. And guess what? I can promise you that you'll be connected with some of their stories, and then they will tell you how they came out of it. I will be calling them up one after the other, but currently I'm going to spotlight all of them so you can actually see everyone and know and look forward. We will be starting with the boss mom, Dumebi Oshunkaya. Hello, Dumebi. How are you? You are welcome.
Good morning, SD. Good
It's good to
morning.
have you here. You're welcome. I hope everything is
Thank
going
you.
on well for you.
Yes, thank you.
You look really amazing, though.
Thank
I
you.
love the necklace.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to thank you for honoring us, dear boss mom, and thank you for being ready to share with us. I will get started with the questions because we have 5 people speaking tonight. I want to ask you the very first question. What is your definition of a boss mom? What's your definition of a boss mom?
Okay. To me, right, a boss mom is not just about business and children. When people just think, oh, boss mom is what has to do with business and children. To me, I think and I believe a boss mom is someone that has accepted the complexity of life and is able to shuttle between being an amazing mother and also an amazing entrepreneur. Like it doesn't have to
Wow.
be one of the other.
Oh,
So you can be both and actually be successful. People just think, being a boss mom is difficult, it's almost impossible. I want to focus on my children or I want to focus on my career, but I can actually do both. So the ability to do the both of them fantastically well is what makes you a boss mom.
amazing. Thank you very much. I love the way you said it. The ability to marry the complexities of life, run a business, and run a home. Like that's 3 things, literally. Complexity, like in
Yeah.
fact, you're just accepting the complexities of life and not allowing it stop you from running a business or running a home. Thank you so much for putting that. Now, what you have explained, I must be very honest, it sounds scary. Like, I mean, we know 3, it's a lot, right? So basically, can everybody do this? Do you think every woman can actually be a boss mom? Do you think so?
Every woman is born with the power to engage complexity. I mean, as soon as you are born as a female child, you're expected to know how to clean the house and also to know how to cook and also to know how to take care of your younger ones if you have younger ones. And they also expect that when you grow up, you should take care of your parents. So as soon as you are born as a woman, you already have that blessing on you to be a boss. Like you're able to do 1, 2, 3, 4 things at the same time without breaking. And even when you get married, you always hear that a woman is supposed to, but you don't hear anything about the men. Just hear is supposed to take care of the home, is supposed to feed our husband, is supposed to take care of the children, supposed to. So we are already born as boss moms. So every woman can and is already a boss mom is already a boss mom when they decide to take responsibility and become boss moms.
Okay. Okay, so let me get this straight. Every woman can be a boss mom because we're born to be boss moms, but
Yes.
we are not boss moms because we have not decided to take the
Yes.
responsibility to be a boss mom. More like we have not accepted that
Your
we can
responsibility.
be,
Yes.
literally, you know. So you've not accepted your responsibility. So okay, sounds interesting. Sounds interesting. Dear listeners, dear viewers, if you're watching, you're picking something, please just drop in the comments. Jennifer says, wow, gold hair everywhere. Okay, so we have more people spotlighted now, so you will see a lot of gold hair. But maybe that is a signature of a boss mom. I don't know. Okay, so maybe let me come back to you. I have another question for you. When did you decide to be a boss mom? When did you
So
decide? Because you're saying that every woman can be, is only when they decide. So
yeah.
when did you decide it? Because I like the way you put it. So tell us when you decided.
Okay, so my decision to become a boss mom in the entirety of it. So, like I said, is the ability to accept all the complexities because, at times you might just keep trying and trying, but it gets to a point to say, okay, now this is my time. So that decision was made in sometime in 2019. I decided to be a boss mom in 2019.
Okay.
So I think.
Oh, in 2019.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, there was a noise interference. I've muted someone. It's okay. Here.
Okay.
All right. So do you want to go ahead, or do you want to tell us what happened when you decided to be a
Okay,
boss mom?
yes.
What happened?
Okay, so I'm a banker. I'm a full-time banker. I have a full-time office desk job. So I've been in banking for about 13 years now. But for about 6 years in my previous place of work, I was not promoted. I was single when I started that job. I got married on that level. I had my 2 kids on that same level. So you can imagine how it feels with the same salary. So let's just assume I was earning 100,000, an assumption. I'm single, I get married on that salary. Assume I'm sharing the rent to my husband. My expenses have gone up. I have my first child on that same salary. Assume I'm sharing everything, maybe food, everything with my husband. How do I cope? And I was doing a master's program at that time as well. So it was a burden. So it was 6 years of pain, 6 years of torture, 6 years of crying in my pillow without being able to tell anybody why I was crying, because you have to go out looking strong. That's just me. I have to go out and keep looking strong. I don't ever want anybody to see me and think that I'm weak. That's just the way I've always been. So at some point, I told myself that, okay, can I continue in this madness? Like, can this continue, me being on one level for so long, not having a backup plan? Because that was the problem. No backup, nothing else. So if salary comes today and it's 100K, I remove 50K for my master's program, 20K for this, I'm left with maybe nothing. And I start looking for what to take from my husband's wallet because there is nothing left for me to spend. I can't even afford to go to the market to buy stuff to cook because there is nothing, nothing. There was even a day my car AC wasn't working and the mechanic told me it was 20K to fix it. I was in my parents' house that day. I cannot forget that day. And I broke down in tears. And my dad said, why are you crying? And I said, my AC cost. And I said, you can't be crying for money. You can ask me. As in that day, I was totally broken because this is my dad that I should be taking care of, telling me that I can ask him for 20K. I mean, who does that? So, of course, fast forward to when I changed jobs. Of course, now when you leave a bank job, you have so many debts and all that. You have all those basics you have to pay when you leave. And then an opportunity came up for me to start this business. And sincerely, it has changed my life. Like, salary comes, it comes, but I told my colleague last week, like, I don't really need my salary for so much these days. I rather put it in all those education and things I want to do with myself because I have money that comes in every week and I'm comfortable. And sincerely, that is the way I feel. So that was what made me think of becoming a boss mom, I don't want to be thinking of where would that 5K come from? Where would that 20K come from? My AC is bad and I'm crying. God forbid. So that's my journey to become a boss mom. Ezzy, you're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Sorry. Thank you. So you decided to be a boss mom when the expenditure increased, but the source of the income was not increasing, and you decided, okay, something has got to change, right? Thank you very much for
Yes.
that. I mean, I can imagine. I keep saying it. I know how it feels to be broke, and it's a situation I don't want. You feel helpless, especially if you were independent or already, your dependence, you could run your life before marriage. It feels frustrating, literally. So thank you very much for sharing that. So we know what led you to becoming a boss mom. Now tell us a bit about the process and how it feels right now that you are a boss mom. Just a bit of the process and how you feel right now. Please share a little bit with us. Thank you.
Okay, so my process to becoming a boss mom, it's I would say for Frida, it's not as simple as it may look like. I'm just saying it like it's a normal story. So it takes some level of dedication and some level of persistence. And you also need to be focused because you are a mother, of course. You probably have a job or you don't. In my case, I have a job. And I also want to get something that will help not just me and my family as well. So it took me studying, learning, coming out from the box I was, which is banking. I'm just used to getting money every month just by showing up in the office and doing whatever I'm told to do. But becoming a boss mom meant I have to come out from that cloud and come to somewhere that I'm able to think in a certain direction and say, this is what I want, and this is how I'm going to achieve it. So will I let distractions pull me back? No way, because I've been there and I don't want to go back there. So the process is simple: focus, dedication, and persistence, and you will definitely get to become a boss mom at the time you want to become a boss mom. And how does it feel? It feels fantastic, like fantastic. That's how it feels.
No, I need more. I need more because I'm privileged to know that we are not going to be suffering gas money anymore. So please, I know that fuel money is no longer a problem. So that cry of dad, tell us, like, what changed? Like, how is it feeling now? Are you a perfect boss mom? Like, are you able to sort out issues now, or
Oh,
you
yes.
still have?
Let me continue. Don't worry, let me continue. Like, I'm in a situation where I can go out, like today, and shop for my husband. Like, I'll buy him a pair of sneakers just because I can. I'm not crying to fix. I mean, as in, like, last week, I ordered a brand new car, and it's going to come to me next week. So that's the situation I find myself now. I am a boss mom. My son said something to me last week, and he said, "So I said, is that the car you're buying?" I said, "Yes." And he was like, "Oh my God!" He was like, "Wow, I mean, that car is going to be." See, ladies and gentlemen, I've been driving the same car for about 13 years, the same time I got my first job, because then we're all giving new cars. So I've been driving that car. That car is wrecked. Like, it's a manual vehicle too. Yeah, it's manual. So you can imagine driving a manual vehicle in Lagos traffic. It is painful and frustrating. But when you know you cannot just afford to just say, I want to buy a car, as in, I could not afford that. And I don't want to tell my husband, okay, come and contribute. I want to say, okay, even if I want to tell him to buy a car for me, I'll say, okay, let's buy this car, or let me pay this, let me pay this. But it's like, what will I pay? But this was me last week, and I was scrolling, I was shopping, looking for a car to buy. Guys, the feeling is priceless. Like, I know how good my parents feel right now. Like, my mom is she's super excited. My husband is very, 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 very happy. And I can tell it's different. It's different when your parents can see alerts and call you and say, I got paid. Your husband is telling you he got paid. Your children are telling you they got paid. I can go on and on and on for and telling you everything, but this is just me saying I can afford to do things I could not do. I no longer, well, I'm going to get rid of the car very soon, but even when the car had an issue, I was able to fix it. But if the car likes the issues, the AC should stop working. We'll manage it because something else is coming, something bigger and better is coming soon. Like I am a different person. Like the only tears I will cry now are tears of joy because my life has changed. My family's life has changed. We are all different. I don't want to get too emotional because I think I'm getting there.
I am already, I'm emotional on your behalf. Honestly, the tears of joy, I am already feeling it because, like, it's very relatable. I'm sure many women listening to you right now want to be able to tell that story in the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Many of the women hearing this right now want to tell the story. So I will call you back to come and really share with us how you got here. But before then, let me just ask you one final question. Hello, Dumebi, you're there, right? I want to ask
Yes,
you
I
one
can hear
final
you.
question. What advice what advice do you have for the women listening to you right now? What advice do you have for the women or even the men who are listening to you right now? Just in just a minute or two, what advice do you have for them?
Ladies and gentlemen, this can be your story. You don't have to be too intelligent. Like you don't have to know it all. You just have to follow the process which is already there. It's already been done. Like it's just a process. Just follow it. You can be a boss mom or a dad or a man. Like you can be a boss, wherever gender you are. You just need to follow the set process. There's nothing new to be done. I didn't do anything new. I just followed my leaders' strategies and advice, and that got me to where I am. Honestly, you want to feel the way I feel right now. You want to, because that feeling never gets old. Like knowing that you were coming from somewhere that you were in tears because of lack, and you are somewhere that you are in tears because you are too happy to understand how else to express yourself. It is priceless. You can be a boss mom. You can be a boss dad. You can be a boss man. You can be a boss. It can be you. It's not just maybe. It's not just Miss Muff. It's not just any other person that I can see on in the spotlight today. It can be you. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it better than me. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Look at the comments. The comments is blowing. Someone says, I'll tell a story soon on God. Someone says, yes. Another one says, I can and I will. On Facebook, I hear awesome, excellent. I'll tell same story. I feel you do maybe real story shared. Thank you so much. The tears of joy. Oh my God. Tears of joy indeed, boss mom. So fantastic. You have touched someone, and that is the essence of this. We want to let people know that there is hope. Okay. And if you're listening and wondering, how did Dumebig do this? How is she able to have her story turn around? What is the platform that enabled her to become a boss mom? We will be sharing that at the end of the stories. For now, we just want to hear the different ladies share their stories on their boss mom journeys in business. And at the end of the day, we will be telling you the platform, the business that connects all of them. Okay. So I'm moving on. Thank you very much once again, Dumebi. Thank you. I'm moving on now to our next boss mom in business, and that is Mrs. Murphy. Hello, Mrs. Murphy. I hope you're here. Hello.
Yes, I am. Hi, Doc. Good evening. Good
Hi.
morning.
Good morning and good evening. You're very welcome,
Thank
Murphy.
you.
It's really good to have you, and I'm
Same
very
here.
excited. And I can't also wait for you to share your own boss mom journey story with the audience. But let me ask a question, just one question first. Who do you think a boss mom is? Who do you think a boss mom is? Right? Who is a boss mom to you?
Okay. So to me, in very simple terms, a boss mom is a woman who is able to balance her home and optimize her full potential. Now, when I mean optimize her full potential, we have a lot of women that, in their own words, are happy, and they're happy because of that is what they've been told to say, that they're happy. We have a lot of women that want to pursue, that want to run businesses, that want to actually do something, but they've been told not to do something. So in their mind, they are happy. So that's why I said they claim to be happy. They are not able to optimize their full potential. They know something is missing. They know there is more to them than just cleaning diapers, cooking, and cleaning. They know there is more, but they don't even know how to bring it out. So a boss mom is a woman that has been there and has been able to find her potential and is living her potential. She's able to add value not just to her home, but to the society at large. It could be from her home or anywhere else, but she knows that she's not just on this planet to be making babies, cooking, and cleaning. So that's my own definition of a boss mom.
Right. I love that. I love that. You're able to balance your home and every other thing. You're able to optimize, live life to your fullest potential. Live life. Don't just deceive yourself. You're not lying to yourself. You are living your life the way you want to live. You're not just claiming to be excited, but you would have preferred more. You are literally getting
Yeah.
all you want to get. You're in charge, you're in control. Thank you very much. I love that your definition as well. But then that gets me in question. Can everybody be a boss mom? Because from what you're sounding, some people are happy. So if they're happy, can such people be boss moms?
Well, the truth is, everybody can be a boss mom, but not everybody will be a boss mom because we will always have people that will find excuses at every point in time. You know, we have a lot of women that have focused all their life in raising their children, and they're at a stage whereby the children have left home, and right now they feel useless. They just feel like they do not have anything to offer the society because even the husband probably has been going to work or running his business and he goes out. So they're at home living in depression, literally. And this is not even a joke or an assumption. We have a lot of people living like that. So a lot of women could have been boss moms, but they did not, probably nobody showed them the way, like we are trying to show people the way. Nobody showed them the way. They never had the opportunity to become boss moms. They never had the support or even the financial capability. They just did not have the support to become boss moms. So anybody can be a boss mom, and all it takes for anybody to be a boss mom is to decide, first of all, decide that you know that you have something to offer to this world and you want to make an impact. Because when we talk about entrepreneurship, it means you're solving a problem. So you must be hungry enough to want to change a certain situation. It could be that you do not like the way people dress around you and you just want to you just want to make dresses to make people look good. It could be that you don't like the people's skin tone. You just want to help them look fresh. It could be that you just want to be making beautiful birthday cakes. It could be anything, but it's just that you're hungry to make a change outside of your home and then also create an income. So anybody can be a boss mom once you get to that level where you feel hungry to make an impact and then to also earn an income. Yeah, so anybody can be a boss mom.
Okay. Anybody can be a boss mom, but not everybody will be. However, you can be if you feel you can make an impact. And I believe we can all make impact in our small way.
Yeah.
We have been given the opportunity to impact. We have been given the grace, so you should be impactful. All right, thank you very much. Now I'm moving over to your third question. When did you decide to be a boss mom?
Okay,
When?
so all my life I knew that I never wanted to be a businesswoman. That was one prayer. In fact, that was one of my prayer points, not to be a businesswoman. I always wanted to work in an organization where I wear skirt suits or trouser suits and go to work and come back. That was my goal in life. And so I had that. And why I never wanted to be a businesswoman was because growing up, all the business people around me had this tale of woes of, people always owing them, they were always like, they never really could balance, their business well. So I just told myself, oh, I know how soft hearted I could be, and I know people will owe me. So in order not to have bad relationship with people, I would rather go and work in an office whereby at the end of the month you give me my salary. But when I finished school, I wrote JAMB. JAMB did not like me. I did not like JAMB. We were just jamming ourselves. So I did not get admission into the university. Initially, I wanted to, also study medicine and surgery. That was what I applied for. Since school was not working my way, I decided to start using my God-given beauty. They said I was beautiful, so I started modeling, and I went into that. So I just ignored school, and during the course of my modeling, that's when I met my husband. So he made a statement and he said, "Oh, you're too beautiful not to be a graduate." And he now started pursuing the university for me. Now, when we were looking for a course, because okay, we were dating, we saw a future to be husband and wife. He said, "Okay, fine, let's look for a course that would give you time, a course that not medicine this time around, something that would, afford you the time to be able to take care of the children when we start having children." So that was how we thought, okay, fine, I would love to be a lecturer. So now my mindset was already beginning to shift a little bit from, oh, I must work, the 9 to 5 in an organization. And then I decided to study education so that, okay, once I graduate, it will be easy for me to do my master's and become a lecturer. So when the children are at home, I'm at home. When the children are in school, I'm in school. And when I graduated, honestly, we started looking for jobs, even, so many jobs. The jobs were not coming. Or rather, the jobs were coming, but the salary I was looking at wasn't going to be able to pay. It wasn't up to the pocket money, let's say my husband was giving me. It wasn't going to fuel my car for like a week. So I'm like, how come I'm a married woman, I have a car, you want to give me a job that will be how much is the job? Like I don't want to work for peanuts. So one day in my restlessness, I've always been one to help friends, people lose weight and do other things. So in my restlessness and in my need to help people, someone told me I could actually become an entrepreneur. And from the comfort of my home with my phone, just one day I made that decision and I became a boss mom just within the twinkle of an eye. Now, with that said, I started enjoying the income that was coming in, and I still had the time to be, to take care of the home, to cook, to do everything. It was amazing. And then I now realized, oh, I cannot just be a boss mom to one business. I can actually be a serial entrepreneur. I can actually venture into other things. And that was when I ventured into network marketing. So I was already doing well in my business. I was happy. And I did not honestly know that I could get more and I could function as more and still function perfectly in the home. So this is to women, people that probably own businesses and you already have a job and you feel, oh, you're already overwhelmed. Trust me, like they say, you would not even know how much one will feed the other. Like you just keep on feeding. It's a symbiotic relationship because you find out that your clients here will become your clients here, your clients here will become your clients here. Like you guys will just be having fun, right? So that was how I became a boss mom. And honestly, the feeling has been amazing. I would not trade it for anything. I don't know what the future holds. If I decide to get a job, maybe later in the future, maybe one ministerial job or one, those kind of jobs that the money is the money is too good to be true here. But for now, I enjoy being a boss mom, and I would advise every woman to hold on to it. So that was my journey into becoming a boss mom.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So there's a point of correction here in the comments, and I agree. You said your husband said
the
you
network.
were beautiful. They did not say. People in the comments are saying, no, you are in the future. Oh, no, not today. Please, not today. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
Please tell me it's better.
Yes, I can hear you now.
All right, fantastic. So I said people in the comments are correcting you.
Okay.
You said they said you're beautiful, but we are telling you that it is not they said, you are truly beautiful. So we need to start from that. Now, you also decided to be a boss mom because this is what I gathered. I stand corrected because you dreamt of big salary, and when you did not see the big salary, you decided to go into entrepreneurship. I have to say that big salary out loud. you had to go into entrepreneurship. And in the process, you discovered that entrepreneurship was meant for you. Because not just were you able to manage one business, your main business, Shape Up with Mrs. Murphy, not just were you able to manage that business with your home, running your home, you were able to take on more businesses, combine those businesses, shuffle clientele, and still create something for your family. So thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, thank you so much. I love that. Now let's
Thank
go to the
you.
next part. I want to know, we want to know, I'm sure even my audience is also itching to know, what does it feel like being a boss mom? I mean, you've obviously been a boss mom for much longer than so many other people, especially those of us on the same business that we're all connected with. What does it feel like? What did it feel like being a boss mom with one business and now being a boss mom with two businesses? What was the process like, and what is the result now? How do you feel, basically? Please share
Okay, the
with us.
network was actually bad. I was cut off for a bit, but let me get. Can you just rephrase your question again, or can you ask the question again?
So I said, what does it feel like?
Okay.
You were a boss mom in your previous business, in a business, in your first business, Shape Up with Mrs. Murphy, and
Yeah.
you've come to be a boss mom by adding a second business in this platform that connects us. My question now is, what did it feel like then when you were a boss mom with one business? What does it feel like now being a boss mom with two businesses? And what are
Okay.
the results? What
So
was the processes? Was transitioning easy? Was transitioning easy? What were the processes? Just share with us, please. Yes.
okay. So initially, when I transitioned into the other business, it wasn't very easy. I was still making a lot of money from both, but at some point, I realized that when I gave too much attention to one, the other one struggled. So I had to find a way to balance it all out. I had to find a balance, and the balance, you can never tell how you will find it, but it's just experience will definitely teach you. From experience, you will learn how to find your balance. Now the financial aspect is actually the most interesting part for me as a weight loss coach, right? If, okay, let's say my cheapest plan then was 15,000 naira. So for me to make 1 million naira, which was not a big deal, actually making 1 million naira was not a big deal, but to make 1 million naira, I know how many clients I would have to cater to, I would have to coach on a daily or a weekly basis. So it was really exhausting, right? Now, here is the other business that I did not have to do so much, and then I was earning the income I was earning from the other business without having to, take care of each client. So let me put it again. Let me say this again. Now, for me to make 1 million naira in my business, even if I was making 1 million naira every month, it was hectic. It was time consuming. I needed to be there for each client, because 1 million naira, you have to divide it by 15,000 naira, or by 25,000 naira, or by 40,000 naira. So you can imagine the number of people I have to coach for a month. Now, for me to see big money in millions, I would have to save and save and save, right? I don't just get 5 million. I can't just get 10 million. I can't just get, millions coming into my account. It comes in trickles. It has to grow. And I have to save. And truth be told, right? When money is coming in like that, you will find yourself always being broke. At the end of the month, you would realize that you're making so much money, but when you check your account, you can't see the money, because as the money is coming, you're spending it. And this is my own real life story here now. The money is coming, you're spending it. I remember most times I would look at my husband at a month, and I'll be like, can you imagine I made 7 figures in a month? And truth be told, I cannot account for this money. And it's not like I was buying gold or human hair or any of those things. None of that, right? Now, it came to Longreach, and just within a few months of joining Longreach, I'd qualified for a car, I'd qualified for several trips, and then just imagine, in fact, it was during COVID, imagine this is 3.5 million plus 1 million plus 2 million. That was about 6 point something million hitting your account, as in like at a go. For the first time, because like I always say, I was not everyone's girl. So I don't know, I never really knew what it was like for people to be getting Basbo's money hitting your account. My own was just me and my husband kind of love, the money that we have for rent or for this one, putting money together. So imagine me, a young lady like this, the millions just hit your account. I was now able to make big plans. I was now able to, oh God, like I was able to plan. This is money that came without saving. The savings were there, yes, but this one came well. Now, because I had a projection, I said, okay, fine. This business gives me the leisure, the opportunity to see that, okay, to foresee the future, that, okay, if I'm able to do so, and so, I can qualify for this and this and this. That means if I get this and this amount, I can do this and that. Dr. Ivy is aware of my plans right now. I can't share it now, but don't worry. One day, one of these days, I'll be part of my testimony. The plans I have now, the dreams I have now, I could not have had them then. Because when you're making money in trickles, it goes in trickles. But now I'm in a platform that pays me in millions. I'm in a platform that I can literally talk big. I can literally make big plans. And apart from that, let me tell you something being a boss mom does. Being a boss mom gives you a different kind of relationship with your spouse. You know, when you have nothing to offer in the home, and I'm not trying to insult anybody. When you have nothing to offer in the home, when the man has big projects to do, he finds it somehow difficult to bring it to you. He may just tell you, say, oh, babe, I want to buy this land. Let us buy this land. He will be informing you. Sometimes he may need your input. But when you are also bringing in money, when you're bringing in an income, it is now, babe, I am thinking we should. How can we? Should we? Shall we? The discussion is different. You people are now talking big talk. Your discussion is no longer, Gary has finished, gas has finished. I used to say this a lot. When I wasn't working, my husband said I was never really the disturbing type of wife. But I used to feel bad whenever I have to pick up the phone and say, guy, gas has finished. Like, so sometimes when I call him, he will say, what happened again? What has finished again? You know, I see, he said, because he didn't even tell me that. It was when I started making money that he said, that now when I call him, the gist is that he's no longer having heart attack, as in like, hey, God, what is it? Because he's on salary. And then the next thing is gas has finished. And my fuel just finished. Oh, this one just finished. So the gist is now different. You can now have a more beautiful relationship you have with your spouse. And honestly, I don't know if anybody here as a boss mom can testify to that. But if you can testify to that, please just say I testify, so that we'll know that I'm not just talking. You know, there is less high blood pressure in the house. There is mutual respect, the respect on a different level. For those of us that have parents that, you know, are not so well to do, you feel so much better that you can help them, you can assist them without disturbing your husband to assist them on your behalf. So the feeling is amazing. And I am grateful to God. Honestly, I cannot trade this for anything. And now just look at me. I was telling my team today, I said, the new car fund is available. Let us think of the car we want to buy. Let us think of the car we want to qualify for, and think of a bigger dream. Think of something big. Even for my business right now, the other business that came before this one, I am now using funds from this one to fuel this business, to make this business stand better. What could be sweeter than that? I don't know.
Thank you. That is awesome. Look at everyone is testifying. Hey, Oshe, I'm loving this testifying thing though. I can actually testify, it's super on point. There's nothing as beautiful as the respect you get from your husband when you are a boss mom. You cannot debate it. Last week, our SD in Infon said something. She said, you cannot expect your husband to open the car door for you if you're not offering value. Offer the value and you will see him running in front of you to open the door. There was this video we watched on TikTok where this man had to I don't know who saw that video. The man woke up, ran, brought the wife slippers, gave the wife a jacket. It was just lying down for the wife to walk on. That is kind of respect to get as the boss mom. So thank you so much for sharing. I will hold on to the last question and I will come back to you for the last question. But thank you so much. Like the comments are actually buzzing, so I'm excited. I will be moving on to the third boss mom, Omolara King Bassi. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Good morning, good evening, or good morning this evening.
Morning, SD. Good morning, partners. Good morning, everybody.
Welcome. So now we just want to hear your story. We really want to relate. Okay. But let me start first by asking, before we know your story, let's actually understand what you think, who you think a boss mom is. Who do you think a boss mom is?
Okay, so for me, a definition of boss mom is a supporter, someone who supports both financially, spiritually, physically, mentally. And also, I would say a boss mom is a manager, someone who manages the home front, and also manages the kids, also manages her business. So basically, that's my definition.
I love that. I love that. A supporter and an all-round supporter, or not just one kind of supporter, an all-round supporter financially and otherwise, and then a manager. In fact, I think I love your definition the most because some people hear boss mom and they feel like it's somebody who is 100% like, ooh, we run the world, but what you're trying to let us know in your own definition is an all-round supporter and an all-round manager. Like you've got it all, you can do it, and you're multitasking. Thank you very much. Now I want to ask this: do you think everybody can be a boss mom? In your own, I would like to hear you say your own thoughts. I know other speakers have said, given their own thoughts. Do you think everybody can be a boss mom?
Well, from the speakers that have spoken already, I would say I can relate with everything they've said. Everybody can actually be a boss mom, but not everybody will be a boss mom.
Yeah.
Because we all have our strength, we all have our energy channeled to different things as a woman, So basically, you would say, okay, like, the business that I'm into right now, when I talk to people about being, independent and all of that, they say, no, 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 no. Or, trying to do the business that I'm doing right now, which I know that SD, we're going to get back to that, while we are here. And they would say, no, 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 no. I think I like, my 9 to 5 stuff. So I'm okay with it, receive my salary. And I'm looking at, like, in this 21st century, like, who depends on salary anymore? With all the things that is happening in the whole world right now, and you're still saying you're comfortable, you're okay receiving salary, something that it might not last for the next 10 years, 5 years. Do you understand? You might not benefit from it. Tomorrow they might just call you up and say, oh, thank you for your service, we've gotten someone else and all of that. So I feel that everybody can actually be a boss mom, but not everyone will be a boss mom.
Okay. So from what you're saying, from your explanation that everybody can be, but not everybody will be a boss mom, what you're saying is also tying it to your definition that a salary earner may not be able to give that all-round support and all-round management to the home. A salary earner may not be able to do that because if it gets your salary gets terminated, then your ability to be an all-round supporter, an all-round manager, it's taken off. That's what you're saying, right? So it's also good to consider other things that can give you, and that's one of the reasons we also have this platform. Thank you very much. Now, let me ask you the next question. When did you become a boss mom, or when did you decide to become a boss mom? When did you decide to become a boss mom, and when did you actually become one? That's a good. Let's.
Okay. So it's been a long time coming. Even while I was in school, the kind of mom that raised me, she is a businesswoman, and she would always tell you not to depend on anybody, be independent on your own in case anything happens. So that word stick to my head. And while I was actually waiting for the, like Mrs. Murphy said, the jump thing, the school thing, the thing didn't happen the normal time it's supposed to happen. So I decided to like, okay, let me go get, that time it was singlets and boxers, I can remember. So I went all out to get those things, and I started selling too, because I keep more of male friends. So I know I have this on my head that, okay, guys won't owe you money, because they will be, they will be shy or something to tell you, oh, okay, for my undies, I don't have money or something. So I decided to go on that line. And then when I finally entered school, I tried my possible best. I started working also with the States as a media girl. I started learning how to do some stuff with media, which today it has really helped and improved me a lot. And I had this mindset that, okay, once I'm married, I want to just, have time for my family, my husband, my children, and all of that. So I got work. I came to Lagos and life happened. I started working with someone and the company wasn't paying me for 3 months. I worked for 3 months and my boss was telling me that I was still on probation. And I'm like, probation? No transportation, nothing was coming forth. And you're telling me that a single girl. So how do I do it? Like, how do I run all of these things without money? You know what? I just told then my boyfriend, now my husband, I just told him, I said, you know what? I'm not going to work for anybody. Sure, I already said it, that I'm going to start my own firm and all of that. So he encouraged me. I stopped working and I delved into acting. I delved into acting fully for a while, and marriage came in. I don't want to go deep, but marriage came in, and another thing, we got pregnant, and things didn't really work out the way it should be financially. So I decided, like, okay, from the savings that I've made, I went into thrift wares, what we call Okrika here, Okrika business. Then my husband was in a room and parlor, kind of setting then. And me coming from, a very nice environment, being a single lady and all of that, getting married to someone who, it's not as if he's all that, like he was all there, everything was okay and all of that. So life happened and I delved into this business. I started, selling kids wares, selling adult wares also. And all of a sudden I carried this pregnancy and I was selling these things. It was fun for me because I love business a lot. It was fun, but my husband wasn't finding it okay. But I said, you know what? If this can help me at this situation that I'm in, I think I don't care whatever anybody wants to say and all that. So then fast forward, things started getting better. I stopped the business. Baby came, and for 2 years straight up, no help, nothing. It was just my husband. He will go all out, stay for days, weeks, months, sometimes. It would just be me and my son. So at a point, I told him, I said, please, I don't think I can continue this way because I feel weak. I feel weak. I feel like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. So he said I should think about whatever I want to do, whatever business I feel like doing and all of that. So I felt, okay, I don't want to go back to acting because I already said I want to take that place in the life of my children and my home. Like I want to be there for them. So I told him I want to start up my food business. I started a food business. I was running it little by little. Little changes were coming in, and but with the help of branding and all of that. So, people started calling for stuffs and all of that. Then fast forward to the pandemic time, the coronavirus thing happened. The food business wasn't coming the way it should. So my friend just spoke to me about this business, and I said, you know what? I am not interested. I'm not interested in anything that is going to take me out of the house. But she said something that you can actually use your phone. You don't need to just connect, use your contact, and start up this business. You understand? Before you know what happened, I started the business, and I have time for my son. I have time for my home, like keeping the home front. Like anytime, anything I want to do, I have the freedom of time. I can manage my time at will. So basically, that's the journey so far.
Okay, so I don't know who you're planning to make cry this night, but it's not going to be me. Literally. Because when you share through the story, someone wrote something here and said you have been a hustler, Sha, but it's not just you. Because if I tell 50 women now to share their stories, it will be exactly that. I tell people that I love the fact that there are a lot of women who desperately want to be that support for their homes, who are not comfortable with not being able to support their homes, and they are trying very much. Now, remember Lara's definition: support for the home. A boss mom is somebody who fully supports the home. She's shared the story of how she kept trying different businesses, different ways to bring more support to the home, to also get her sanity and be there to raise her son and other children that may come. This is what a boss mom is meant to be. We yearn, we crave. So thank you for sharing through your hustling stories, different businesses you've tried, and all of that. You're excited. You look quite happy that you have found your last bus stop in hustling. So please share with us, like, when you found this last bus stop, how did it feel? Where are you now? And where are you looking at, basically? And basically, you feel free to let us know how long you have been in this business that seemed to be the one that will help you out. Thank you.
Thank you, SD. So I started this business. I joined this business 2020. 2020. I started the business 2020 January. I started as a product user, and June I started fully to build my network and also partner fully with the platform. So I won't say I regret joining this business, because I'm a full-time partner, and I'm proud to say it any day, anytime, anywhere, because now it was as if my pride, or, every time I keep telling my husband, I say, please, sometimes I even post it on my platform. My bride price has increased. Like, they should go and, if you follow me too well, you will know that I keep saying this thing, because it is not because I just want to say it. It is what I see. It is reality. My parents-in-law, my own family, they know that, okay, you have actually upgraded. There's a shift. There is a shift right now. Like, there is nothing. Mrs. Murphy said something that, when our husband wants to take some decisions, sometimes they might just, ignore you or something, because they know you are not bringing anything to the table. But right now, my husband does not take any decision. In short, there is nothing he does that I don't know when it comes to planning. And that is where I raised my shoulder, like, oh, okay, you're there. Right now, I have time to take care of my home. My son can tell me, Mom, I want this. I want Superman's suit. He will not even remember to run to his dad anymore. It comes straight to me. Mom, I want ice cream. It comes straight to me. Those are the things that gives me joy. And when I go out without him, I make sure that when I'm coming back, I get him something. These are the things that brings joy. This is what this platform has actually brought to me. Like, there's a shift. Let me use that word, like there's a shift. And I am not ready to part ways right now. I live here. I don't want to say I die here. I live here. Because the truth is, there is a result. I started 2020, and this is 2021. I'm a Diamond 4 leader on this platform. It is not beans. And very soon, I'm qualifying for my trip and my car. So it is not this thing. You have all the strength, you have all the power, like you have the energy to do it now. So why wait? Why wait? It is a thing of joy for me to always talk about this business because I find it so easy. Sincerely, sometimes it is a business where you have to focus, avoid distractions. Right now I don't even have time for TVs anymore. Before, I have series that I watch. I don't even have time for it again. I go, I browse, I research, thinking of content to put out there, thinking of catering, supporting my partners, the ones that are, that came through me, changing the narratives and helping others grow. Like who? This is a platform that when people see my flyer, before you know, my DM is full like, babe, how is it going? It's a thing of joy for me. So I took that decision. It's a decision I took, and I've never regretted it at all, at all. Like I keep going higher and higher, one step higher above each other. So yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Do you know someone actually? Let me say, there's so many comments, but I like this one. Thank you
Ooh,
for bringing
seriously.
fresh blood. I can relate well to them. Very, very happy that.
Sorry, I can't hear you. I think the network is.
Can you hear me now, Lara?
Oh, I can't, SD. Sorry. It's quite low.
Can anyone else hear me? Let me just be sure.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Maybe
Yes,
you
I
can.
can hear you.
Can you please give me a second, please? Let me.
Yes, SD, we can hear you.
Okay, okay. So I think her network has a bit of a challenge. Okay, everybody can
Now I
hear
use
me.
an earpiece.
Maybe Lara needs to use earpiece. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. All right. So we will come back to her. We will come back to her. We have to move on because of time. I can't believe we've done 1 hour already. I am loving the stories and I am connecting. I know I can sit here for 3 hours, but we will not. We have 2 more people to share their stories and we will be wrapping up. The next boss mom that will be speaking with us will be Udwak Akeme. Hello, Yudi. It's good to have you here. Unmute yourself. We're really happy to have you. Welcome and thank you for joining us. I want to ask you, in your definition or from your experience or from what you've studied or your research, who do you think is a boss mom? We are not hearing you. Can you try to work on your audio? We're not hearing you still. Or is it only me?
Hear me now.
Yes, yes, we're hearing you now.
Good morning, LD. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for having me here. Yes, my own definition of boss mom. A boss mom is value head. She's in charge of her life, her business and family in quotes, not just her husband and children, friends, loved ones, everyone she cares and cater for. That's my definition of boss mom. She's in charge, she takes care of them and otherwise. Thank you.
I like that. She is in charge of her family. Welcome back, Lara. We'll come back to you. Thank you for your story. We really did connect. We just had to move on because of time. So yes, Yudi has just told us that a boss mom is somebody who is in charge of her life and her family. And the family is not just the people that she is, her husband and children, but the people around her. Thank you so, so, so much for that. Now, please tell us, is it possible for every woman to be a boss mom? Can every woman be a boss mom?
Yes, every woman can be a boss mom. That's if only she is willing to be.
If she's willing, okay? Saying willing, okay?
Because there are some people you talk to, bring opportunity to them, maybe you see their situation, their conditions, and you bring opportunity to them. Just to let them know they too can be boss mom, not always relying on their husbands, and they are not willing, they just close their eyes to such opportunities and give that ears.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
All right, that's fine. So if you're listening to us, woman, you too can be a boss mom. If you're not yet a boss mom, it's because you're not willing to. Every leader, every speaker this evening has actually re-echoed that. And thank you, Udi, for adding that. Now, tell us, at what point did you decide to be a boss mom?
Wow.
At what point? When was that? What triggered it? At what point did you decide to be a boss mom?
Thanks, SD, for that question. Actually, I have always wanted to be a boss mom. I got that from my stepmom.
Okay.
She was working, my dad asked her to stop. She was always willing to do something. She had a petty shop. My dad was working with Shell. Some life happened, he was forcefully retired and stuff. And we managed from her petty business until my dad got something doing. So she always advised us not to always rely on her husband's money. What if she wasn't doing something? So I always knew some in life, I will never rely on a man. Yeah, why I decided to become a boss mom. When I married, my husband told me not to work. I told him, no, I want to work. I need my money. My money is my money. Your money is your money. So after a long argument, he agreed I worked. They weren't paying me fine, stops. Actually, I was into an abusive marriage. He wasn't happy. I was working. It was bullying every day, one thing or the other. I had to quit the first job. Came back home. It wasn't good at all. The same thing happened. And I told myself, if I continue like this, I will die. Do you know that there was a time I used to wish for just 50,000 in my life? I used to tell myself, if only I could have just 50,000, I will move on with life. But it was, there were times I didn't have even 5,000, 1,000 of my own until this platform came to me. I joined this platform. Few months after I got a job where I'm working now, I'm working with a mission. So I just decided to let go of this, my plan B. Started just relying on my main work. At a point, I saw that even the work wasn't helping. Do you know that I'm earning not up to 50,000 every month? And it was 8 to 5 p.m. They now shifted it to 8 to 4 p.m. If I'm not earning big, but I'm just wasting my time, I now told myself, girl, you need something doing. My mom passed on in 2018. Why I decided to pick up my powers, why I decided to tell myself, babe, you need to be the boss. I lost my mom in 2018. Do you know that all through the burial, my husband didn't assist me in one thing? The transport from going to mortuary, from doing plans and everything, it was just me. Me with a job that I wasn't paying up to 50,000 naira a month, and my sick dad. And I told myself, no, something needs to happen. Started talking to people. My boss lady, doctor, called me that November and told me, hey, what's up? What are you doing? Told about my mom's burial. She said, you see, if you were still doing long wish, you know, you could bury your mom, do everything. After she talked to me, I went back home. I didn't tell anyone, I didn't tell her. I cried my ass. I just started thinking, what do I do? How do I do this? Until I told myself, I am back. I will do this. I came on board, started doing my thing my way, and I started getting results. He wasn't still impressed with that. So maybe it was a threat or something. I couldn't, why I lost the business actually, apart from the work team, he wasn't in support of it. Dear ladies, please be your boss mom. Don't allow anyone to pull you down. So when I got up told myself I want to work. I started pushing the business, came on board my business, started shooting, hitting results, started seeing my own cash. I couldn't visit my dad then when he was sick. They won't give you money. So how will you visit him? No work, no money. But when I became the boss of myself, I started visiting my dad at will. I would just tell him, Hero, I'll be going to Port Harcourt over the weekend to see my dad because I had my money. I will only tell him what I want to do, not requesting from him. I started paying bills. Do you know that there was a day my daughter came back from school? She was at home crying. When I came in and asked her, Irene, what's up? She said, Mommy, I'm not happy. I will not go to school tomorrow. And I told her, why? She now said, because of her school fees. Do you know that today I stayed in the hall till after school? My teacher called me to come and write my test. I was so touched. I wasn't happy about that. So their accounts, I just checked. My back office checked the account. I saw she had money from Longreach. And I told my husband, I'll be paying Irene's school fees tomorrow. He now said, where are you getting the money from? So I never used to tell him what I was doing because of what I was going through. I was just on my own. And I told him, if she has money in her accounts, I'll use it to pay her. He now said, okay, suit yourself. The next day, I went to my daughter's school. When I told the transfer, and the cashier now saw that it was from Irene's account. He now said that Irene's account, and I told him, yes, she has an account. Now, wow, then why did you allow her to stay till now? They chased her from class. And I told him, you won't understand, it is well. Meanwhile, it's a platform. That was how I got that guy on board through that. That's by the way. So I now started doing my thing. To cut the long story short, I just want to tell you guys that, do you know that over a year now, over a year now, I am the boss mom of my own, something I never believed I could do in life. I have paid my bills for 1 year. I have settled so many problems for other people, even my dad, because of my just deciding and telling myself I want to be the boss mom. Then I couldn't go out for programs, couldn't go out for seminar. I couldn't talk to people. I was just there, always crying, looking for. I used to beg people for money. There are times I go to work, I beg money to pay back. But because I am the boss mom now, I have helped so many people. I have also brought people on board. They are also their own boss mom. They are also boss men because of me. Just telling myself, just one thing, you are enough. You can do it. Poverty is not from God. It is man-made. We decide, we tell ourselves we want to be poor. Just like I said earlier, when I was giving the definition of being a boss mom, who a boss mom is. If only you are willing. If when my SD came to me, talked to me the second time, I told her, no, I just lost my mom. I was crying over my mom. Oh, this. I will still be in that bondage. When I left my marriage about a year ago, I went to a friend's house. I was crying my ass out because I couldn't tell my dad for over 3 or 4 months. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have money, but I told myself, this is an opportunity for me to kickstart. This is an opportunity for me to get up. Do you know that I've paid my bills for 1 year now? That is who I am. And I believe every other woman too can do this. Thank you, doctor. Thank you, everyone.
Hi. Hi. Okay, so guys, honestly, Udwak is my friend and I've heard this story before, but there's no time she shares it that I don't get to cry. I know a lot of women are suffering because of financial incapacity. They don't have the finances to become independent. So they suffer in the homes. Now, this is what hurt me the most. This man saw that this business could help this lady's life. And this man said, you're not doing this business. Put every stumbling block from stopping her to do this business. It took friends, it took me and some other friends to say, babe, you're doing this, because we've been friends for over 20 years. I said, you're doing this, whether he likes it. I know the man, he's my friend, but you know what? You are doing this. And somehow with that, when she became fine, when she started having her own money, it's as if the specks started falling off her eyes. The day she told me she's leaving the marriage, I told her I had always prayed for it, but since you've decided to move, no woman deserves to go through any form of torture just because the woman is financially unable to handle her bills. I tell every woman, we've heard stories of women who became financially independent and were celebrated by their husbands. We also have women who become financially independent and the husbands are feeling so annoyed because they don't have that hold. But what I want to share this evening is every woman, you need to know that you are enough, just like Judy has shared. You are enough. You can tell your story. We have a platform that can help you. She's still owning her job. She's still running her business. But she's able to take care of herself. She's able to take care of her children. And it's going to get to a point where the man will come begging. Oh, by the way, what she never mentioned was when this man is registered on the platform and she's working for the man. So women, own yourself, be independent, earn your respect because you are enough. I do not support abusive relationships, especially if it is mostly because there is some form of financial dominance. It is wrong. Thank you so much, Judy, for sharing. We will come back to you. We're going to move to the next boss mom, Oge. Hi, Oge. Thank you for your patience and thank you for sticking with us. How are you doing? Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, SD. Good morning, partners. Good morning, everyone.
Good to have you, Oge. Please tell us, in your definition, who is a boss mom? Who do you think is a boss mom?
Okay. From my own definition, I would say a boss mom is a woman of substance, a woman in control of everything within and around her, a multitasker who has the capabilities to give results, a value-added woman.
Yeah.
That's my definition.
I like that. But too many definitions in one, but that's what we are, multitasking with results. Okay, so I love that addition because we've said a lot about a multitasking woman, but we never really talked about the results. There are a lot of women who are busy doing nothing. So thank you for making us realize that even though you're multitasking, you should be towards a very positive result. Thank you for that. Now, based on your definition, can everybody be a boss mom?
Yeah, every woman can be a boss mom, irrespective of your marital status, in as much as you can take care of somebody under you, or even somebody above you. Yes, everybody can be a boss mom.
All right. Okay. So it doesn't matter your marital status. And Yudi also said the same thing. You can be a boss mom as long as there's someone you're responsible for. There's somebody looking up to you, you can be a boss mom. So in as much as most of the boss moms you're listening to today are mothers of their own biological children, a lot of them became mothers of other people even before they became mothers of their biological children. So we need to also not forget that part. All right, okay. I celebrate you, boss mom. Please share with us the incidences that led to you deciding you're going to be a boss mom, and also how you got that when you became a boss mom.
Okay, I became a boss mom while growing up because of my mom.
All right.
Well, roughly for like 9 years, I was an only child. So I was very close to my mom. And every day she kept on hammering in my head, you have to be an independent woman. You have to make your own money. And everything she said happened live in front of me. My dad never wanted her to work. Any business she sets up, it's always an issue. She will end up closing that to start another one just to please my dad. But could you believe along the line, my dad's apprentice stole everything my dad labored for, and my dad was locked up. But as God will have it, my mom was busy doing her business. And before you knew it, luckily they had bought a land somewhere. So when this issue started up, my mom was already building the house without my daddy's knowledge. My dad didn't know. So when this thing happened, my dad went to jail. I was in school then. That was when I was writing my work. I didn't even know. So by the time I came back, I heard everything. By then we had relocated to the new house my mom built. So boiling down to everything she taught me, I was just wondering if she didn't do that, by now I wouldn't be a graduate. Later we had my sister. By now she too wouldn't be a graduate. So just depending on your husband for your source of income, your livelihood, is suicidal to me. It doesn't go well, and most especially in this part of the world we are in. The seasons never favor many families. And if you could watch it now, many homes are broken because of finances. So growing up, I've always had that my mom inculcated that in me. You have to work as a woman. Do not solely depend on your husband. But along the line, I got married. I got a job after school in a multinational company, but my husband declined. He refused me from working. It was hell then, because I had always pictured myself being a working class lady, and I knew what I was, as in back then in school. And when it got to a point that my friend's husband, we went for a vacation, the guy just said it jokingly, but I felt bad. He said, so after everything you did in school, that his wife told him stories about me, I ended up being a housewife. I went to discussed my husband, expecting him to answer me. He didn't even say a dime. Another incident took place one other time. He ordered for clothes. Although, yes, he takes care of my needs, but that's not what I wanted as a person. I want to make my own money. I don't want a situation whereby I will start taking permission. I don't even know how to beg. He even knows if anything finishes in the house, then I won't even bother saying anything, because I stood my ground. I don't want to be an independent wife. So he buys everything just to make me happy. But even at that, I was never satisfied with that kind of life. So one day, he decided he sent somebody to get clothes for us, myself and the kids. The person brought the clothes. We summed up the money. So when we called him to tell him the amount, oh heaven, my husband started shouting, that is too much. This is that. That is this. In fact, that day I was mad. I cried that night because it was so embarrassing. But could you believe that a week after, the sum of money for myself and my kids' clothes was just 2 pairs of his own jeans, not even his shirts. So that incident alone made me to feel, it dawned on me that you need to get up and start something doing. Don't hide in that shadows of, he said you shouldn't work. There are things you can do at home. That happened. 2 weeks later, my friend came visiting. She came with her car, bought with her own money. So all these things started happening in front of me. I was like, wow. So all the teachings my mom gave me, I would just end them that way. No, it can't happen. I started looking for a way. I started making inquiries. I ventured into many businesses. I failed in some, but I still kept on looking until I stumbled upon this platform. And it has really helped me personally in most good ramifications, because ordinarily I couldn't come out to speak in public before now, but today I can speak confidently. So one of the things I enjoyed from this platform is my personal development, my peace. Yes, I'm working from home now. It's not an issue. And I can also have time for my family, which is most important of all. Thank you.
Okay, all right. So you've already started talking about the benefits, what you're enjoying now as a boss mom. You took that decision to be a boss mom right from when you were a child, when you saw what being a boss mom did for your mother. This is something a lot of us have seen and ignored. That's the honest truth. When you see what being how a lot of us, or most, some of us grew up having entrepreneurial moms, very hardworking moms. It did help them. But a lot of us will get married and just like, okay, experienced, the husband now says, oh, you ain't gonna work. And you know what I do not understand? Why this man, just like, okay, say, because me, I relate to that story. Okay, well, let's buy this clothes for me and the children. It's too expensive, oh. Then you now bring your own one shirt. You did not shout expensive when you're buying that one shirt. That's why I don't see it. Me, I don't joke. Oh. I don't even want to tell you about my clothes because I want to buy my clothes. How can you be shouting now? Your shirt is equal to 3 of those clothes we are going to buy. Then we shout, it's expensive. Oh, this man, let me not say anything first. But basically, right, this is what a lot of us go through. And you find out that if that shout is irritating you, what do? You stop it. You don't even bother telling them. I buy first. And then I tell you I bought. As you're shouting, I say, if you want to give me the money, if you don't want to give me, leave it. I bought. And that is this independence. People are saying, this man. We love them anyway. But, sometimes it is how that's their own experience. That's who they are. And we have decided that we will love them like that. But we will also have our own money. And when he buys his own shirt, me, I'll shout too, hey, it's too expensive, even though it is with his own money. But the idea is we need to be our own boss moms. So, okay, just give us a little more insight. You're now a boss mom. What is it feeling like now? And what does the future look like? Just a bit of an insight, yeah.
Okay. For me, I will say it's been fantastic anyway, because before now, I couldn't confidently do expenses, or even just like one of us said, she couldn't even buy things for her kids. I mean, it's embarrassing. Mm-hmm. Your children don't even know if you exist. It's only if their dad comes in, they will go and tell their dad they want this. And you are there. And it's not as if you are lame or daft or dumb. You are okay. But just because of somebody married you and told you, no, you shouldn't do this, and then you become just like that, a statue in the house. No, it's not done. And it's not like as if you are daft. So the future now in this business is that it has exposed me to doing business in the right way. Even now, I'm also now into my husband's business. And that confidence is now there. Everly before now, he took decisions by himself. But now, we communicate. How is this going to be like? What is it going to be like? Are we traveling? And I'm also fully involved now in his business. So I don't know, this business also helps to build and bond relationships.
Yes.
Your children are earning, you are earning. What more can you ask for than just being idle? Just like Lara said, she used to watch all the series, just like me, lazy housewife. But now I don't even know when last I put on the TV to watch anything, because I have to work with my teammates. I have to look for things to make everybody succeed in this business, because it's not just yourself you are building now. You are building for everybody. So the future in this business is top notch. I would just advise everybody here to be part of it, because you will enjoy it. Trust me. Even if you are a businesswoman, like Mrs. Murphy has explained, she's also she's also into her own business, and she's also doing this. And you being a housewife, if you are here, you can also do this. Instead of whiling away your time or waiting for your husband to buy sanitary pads, to buy this, to buy that. No, you are more than enough. Every woman here is more than enough. You can do it. If I can come out from my shell, everybody can. So everybody is suitable to be a boss mom. Don't deny yourself of that privilege. You are enough.
Okay, thank you so much. Honestly, it's been an amazing 90 minutes listening to these women sharing different experiences of boss mom. So a boss mom is not just one, doesn't have just one particular characteristic, doesn't have just one particular experience. You can be a boss mom with different experience. You are you could even be a boss mom right now in what you are doing. Even if you are not part of our business, you could be a boss mom where you are. But what we are trying to let you know today is that we have one business platform that connects all of us boss moms. And we want to introduce you to that business platform if you are not yet a boss mom, or even if you are a boss mom and you want more. This is the business platform that has empowered us and helped us to be more. I shared my story last week on the first episode of the Boss Mom. So if you want to catch up on my own story because of time, I will recommend you go to our YouTube page or our Facebook page to watch the first episode of Boss Moms in Business. We are boss moms in one business and one business only, connecting all of us. And right now, I am going to be going back to all the speakers to ask them one final question. And then after that question, we will be taking your questions for them and we will call it a night. So the final question I'm having for all the boss moms who've spoken this night is, you have been empowered to be a boss mom on the platform called Longbridge. How has Longbridge helped you achieve this? And what is your advice for those listening? How has Longbridge helped you achieve the boss mom status, or achieve all the beautiful things we shared with you earlier, or you shared with us earlier? How has Longbridge helped you? And what is your advice for every woman listening to us right now? I'm going to start again from the beginning. I'll start with you, Dumebi. Please go on.
Thank you, SD. Please, how many minutes do I have?
Well, everyone should have less than, I'll say 3 minutes each so that we can definitely let everybody go by 9. 3 minutes each, please.
Okay,
So keep it brief.
okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so Longbridge. I asked how much time I have because I have a lot to say, but I'm going to try and summarize it. So how has Longbridge helped me? In the beginning, sincerely, I never thought Longbridge would bring me here. Never in my wildest dream, when I heard about Longbridge, I never thought I would be here speaking today and thanking God for the platform. I felt it was one of those things that I would just, that would come, maybe I'll stay a few months and I would go. That was just the way I thought. But I realized that it's a platform that just makes sense. Why? Because we use all the products they produce every day. No day goes without you brushing your teeth or having your bath or making your hair, or I don't know, like no day goes by without you using the products they have to offer. So at the point I realized that, and I realized that I would enjoy the platform by connecting people to what I found with them. Like I've experienced this, it has helped me solve a lot of issues with my hair, my skin, as many parts, and my teeth most especially. It has helped me. So it was as simple as telling other people about what I've enjoyed, apart from the money. So I'm starting from where, of course, when I started business, I didn't start getting the money like immediately, but I started enjoying the products and it just made sense. I was like, oh, these people have really fantastic products. And before I knew it, I started getting paid for telling people about the products. And I'm like, oh, I've been shopping for how many years of my life? Nothing has ever come to me. Maybe end of the year, you just get maybe biro or one useless bucket that the handle will break in the first day. That just doesn't make any sense. And they're giving me cash as in credit alert in my accounts. So, like I said, it's just a platform that makes sense. You use these products every day. You must brush and bath every day and use roll-on. Even if you don't bath in the morning, you must bath at least once or else you start oozing, you must brush. So why will you keep shopping somewhere that has no value to you, where you can get value and so much more value than just the shopping? You connect people and you benefit from connecting people. They also benefit from connecting their own network. That is a whole long line of enjoyment and profiting. So my advice to you today, take that decision today. Don't wait till tomorrow and keep giving excuses. The earlier, the better. Your story can be better than mine in the next 2 months. Trust me. Trust me, that is giving. Thank you so much for joining us. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you. I just like how you just keep simplifying these things. Like literally, I personally, I will tell you all that If anyone told me that language can get me here, I'll just say like, da, 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 but I am so happy that I stayed. And like I said, it's been a life transforming one for every single one of them. All right. So, Mrs. Murphy, let's hear you.
Okay, so for me, I'm at a point in my life where the things I said as a joke, right? You know how when you just dream and you just jokingly say, one day I wish I can. Like, I'm literally seeing those things coming to pass. Like, it's a very emotional one for me because it's I know where I'm coming from. Come on. I know my upbringing. I know how I have struggled to get to where I am. I know the temptations I had to fight as a young lady. I could have had everything I wanted at some point in my life, but I decided to follow the right path. And then I'm at that point in life where I can see those things I was yearning for, those things I wished for. I can literally see them, I can feel them, and they're almost coming to pass without selling myself, because that's very important to me. And I love saying this so that the young ladies here that feel you need one sugar daddy, you need one guy to defile you, you I need you to look at yourself and know that by yourself with your own money you will achieve those things. Just recently I saw a couple fighting on social media, and the guy kept on saying how the wife was sleeping around. It's not my business, but the fact that he could say those things about her, it just means that those were the circumstances that he met her. So I am happy that nobody, no matter the fight I will have with my husband, nobody can say, I know where I got you from. After all, you were. Nobody can say that to me. And the most beautiful part anybody can take out of it is that one day your light will shine. One day, those things that you've been dreaming about, those things that felt impossible, like, who am I? As in, where now? How? Those things, I promise you guys, I will bring my testimony to you people. I will share it to you guys. Like, you're no longer talking small. It's no longer a dream. It is now a reality. Your children, the dreams you have for your children, you can literally see them. You can feel them, because when I joined this platform, I told Dr. ID, I joined this platform because of my children. I know what I want and what I wanted for my children. So now it is all making sense. It's not about the cars. It's not just about the money. The connections, the quality of friends, quality of people you meet on this platform. I've gone past the point of saying it's about money, because money comes, money goes. But the quality of people you will have in your life, like, you can literally count quality friends, people that add value to you. The other day, I went to Dr. ID for advice, and she gave me the advice I did not want to hear. I felt like if I had my phone, I could stone her from the phone. But she told me what I needed to hear. She told me the truth. And that's what I'm saying. On this platform, you don't just make money, you make family. Oh my God. It is well. If you would like to be part of this family, maybe has said it all. You just need to switch your brand. I'm in my room right now. If I show you my table, like, these are literally every single thing. My body cream, where's the deodorant now? My deodorant, even my spray. This is my long reach conditioner inside my spray bottle for my hair. Everything, my soap, every single thing I have here is long reach. Mosquito repellent. These things, these products you can see me pointing at, are the products that have given me this quality, that connected me to these quality friends, that have connected me to the kind of money that I have not seen before. So, my people, for your own good, trust the process, and don't come in and hope that you would make it immediately. No, trust the process. They say for you to find diamond, what? You have to dig. So allow yourself to grow, allow yourself to be dirty, be humble yourself. Allow yourself to yourself, allow yourself to be teachable, no matter what degree you think you have, no matter the class you think you have, allow yourself to be molded and you will come out shining. That's all I have to say for now. For now.
Thank you. Thank you. Somehow we always forget this part of the quality of friends and family and network this offers us. There's something you said that really got me. Allow yourself to be dirty for the process, because this is a process, it's not a get rich. The first thing that came to my mind when you say allow yourself to be dirty was when we allowed ourselves to change baby diapers, touch the baby diapers, touch the poop, suck out, forgive me, suck out the catarrh with your mouth. I did it. I'm a mom.
Yeah.
I went through that process so that my children can come out better. So we all need to go through that process to build a fantastic business like what we have today. Thank you so much, Mrs. Murphy, for sharing that. I have picked that up. And yes, the business, the language provides you with diamonds, but it is not get rich quick. There's a process. You just need to follow the process to get your results. All right, Lara, let's hear you.
All right, thank you, SD. Thank you, everyone. Sorry for the breaking transmission. So my advice, sincerely, on this platform, as I have made a lot of friends, like people that even if I'm walking on the streets or if peradventure we meet at an event, it's just going to be an hi, and that's all. But right now, there's a saying that says it is not about having the same DNA, sharing the same DNA for you to call somebody a family. It is the connection, the bond, that makes you guys a family. I can literally run to any one of us here and say, oh, this is my challenge, this is what I'm facing. And, coming out of it, I won't still be in that space of still being mushy or something. I will come out alive, because this is one of the things that the platform, there's connection, you bond, there's, this relationship. They've said it all. And my advice is, there's this thing that happened today. I went out to prospect and I said, okay, let me quickly dash to the salon to have a touch on my hair and all that. So while we were there, some ladies there were complaining about their edges, and while they were loosening my hair, someone said, what did you do to this, your hair? And to think that I had a haircut November because of dandruff and all of those things, and my edges are back and all of that. And I was able to share my testimony. And right there and then, two of them, they were even willing to give me their phone number to chat them up and give them the solution to their hair issues. You understand? So if that a platform where you are able to provide solution to people's needs, it might not be money, literally, but the solution, the urge that you're able to be there for somebody is a plus. And that is what this platform has actually given to me. So my advice is to all boss moms, see, being a boss mom is not all about your marital status. It's not all about your marital status. It is your decision. You can start now as a single lady. You can start now as a single mom. And what you just do is just do it. Just do it because of your kids. Your kids deserve a mother they can brag about. Do it because tomorrow your family, your husband will be able to say, oh, thank God I got married to you, or thank God I have a mother like you. We all here have a history with our mom being an entrepreneur or something, being the backbone of our fathers. And we are testifying about it, we are bragging about them, So build a future where your upbringing, as in your seeds, your children can say, oh, I am glad that I came out from this woman, or I'm glad I am married to this woman, or oh, why did I leave this woman? You understand? There should, you should see yourself in that space. Successful women are not gifted, they just work hard. Then succeed on purpose. Take that decision, be ready to learn so you can earn. Thank you.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like your angle of, you know what? What will your children say tomorrow? Seriously, what will your children say tomorrow? Will they be proud of you that you were entrepreneurial, that you are a boss mom? What will your children say tomorrow? All right, thank you very much, Sarah. Thank you. Udwa, let's hear you.
Thank you once again, SD. Yeah, this platform has brought me to a stage and point in life that I can go to sleep, wake up, and just hit my chest and say, yes, I'm in the right path. I was giving a presentation last week to some of my team members, and I told them that I have gotten a family that there are some members of my family, my immediate family, that they will tell me, choose within these people in your family and these people in Long Reach, and I will choose these people in Long Reach because of what I have gotten from them, the value. Now, what I'm trying to say is this platform is so amazing. Like I was saying before about my marriage, I was in an abusive marriage for 13 years. There were times I used to cry and shout, where do I go to? He will hit me, ask me to leave the house, and I will be there begging him, please. Do you know what comes to my mind when such thing happens? Where are you going back to? I don't have a mom in my house, my stepmom. Will I run back to that woman? The house, the woman is not your mother. They bid you farewell after your wedding, TM and wedding, came back. I cannot go and be a burden to a friend. So when life happened, it's because of this platform. I just told myself, well, I can do it. I moved on. Now, about this platform also and our products, the last hit, the last bullying that made me run for my life. When he told me, I've asked you to leave my home, you refuse, it's either I will kill you. That was when that word sank into my head. He has said different things. I will injure you or pull your eyes or remove your eyes or break your hands. I was not moved, not because of just his words, but because I also did not have the finances. Where do I go to? How do I start? But when I got to the finances, when he told me, oh yeah, after much bullying, I ran out of the house. I went to a friend's house to squat. My BP rose to 220 when I was in the hospital. Doctor now asked me, what drugs do you normally take? I told him I've never taken a BP drug before. He wasn't happy. He said, it's a lie. Why are you lying to me? I'm your doctor. You should not lie. I said, no, doctor. I have never taken a BP drugs in my life. And I said, okay, we'll place you on this, blah, blah, blah. And I told him, please, doctor, I won't take it. Although I was working on faith and belief also on my products. My friend Chichi can attest to this. I told him I will not take it. I didn't take the BP drug. I came back, discussed with my friend. She now said, babe, you have some product in the house. I used to take these drugs. I used to take this tea and it worked for me. Why not do it? I started taking some supplements. The cordyceps, the brown tea, and our alkaline cup. This is my mobile clinic. I took these drugs, the berry oil. You won't believe me, when I went back after a week, doctor did not believe what they saw. They now asked me, what drug did you take? I told him, doctor, I told you I will not take drugs. That was how I told him about our platform. I am into Long Reach. And I said, are you serious? That he has been using our toothpaste and other products. And I told him, yes, I did not take any BP drug. Just the supplements from Long Reach and this our alkaline cup brought my BP to normal. The breast that was so swollen that I couldn't help wear brazier and all those stuffs. What did I do? The panty liner, wet them, placed on my breast. I'm trying to give you the testimony of our products. That was how our product helped me in that condition. And also this platform has made me to be a super boss mom. Look at me. If I tell people my age, they won't believe. One day I'll tell you my testimony, and yet I have not gotten to that position, that place where I want to be. But all I know is that it's a gradual process, and I will get there. The other day, my daughter called me through her teacher's phone, told me what she wants, pad, liner stuff. You know, men now, when he took her back to school, did not give her some things. A mother is always a mother. Ben, I'm proud to be a boss mom. She told me, Mommy, this, that. I took her some products, went to the teacher, gave him the product, he took to her. Another day, she called me through another teacher. I said, Mommy, what did you wear? What did you wear that day? And I told her, I don't understand. My teacher came to me and was saying, are you sure that is your mom? She now said, that's my mom. Are you sure? She looks so young. How many are you people? Blah, blah, blah. All of this is because of our supplements. Yes. This platform has made me so strong. I couldn't believe that after 1 year, I am this strong. I am this bold. I am this beautiful. I am still counting. Very soon, you guys will hear my story. This platform, if you are not on board yet, or you are on board, just like I slept for about 3 years, babe, don't try it. What? Do you know what? I was telling myself, what if I didn't sleep? Maybe I would have woken up from this slumber long ago. It wouldn't have gotten me to this. If I remove my clothes and you see scars on my body, just because of this thing I called marriage, you won't believe it. So if you are sleeping, please wake up. It's time. Pick up that mantle of womanhood. Pick it up, stand. Do you know that poverty can make a woman turn to a girl? Yes, I was a girl. I was calling myself a woman, not knowing I was a girl. Not just a girl, a maid, until I realized my why I was in this platform, and I took it upon myself. Thank you, doctor. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Yudi. Thank you. This is amazing. See, so much fire, so much value. People are sticking and living. Jesus says, Madam Udwa, you are the reason behind it. Yes, you will. You know, the fact that, I mean, you could actually just, your daughter calls you for products and you look in the store, you pick long reach products, you go and give to your children. Your children are using healthy products. Those healthy products your children are using have given you financial independence that give you the boldness to walk away from abusive marriage. I don't know what else anybody is going to ask for right now because we have a better way. Like all the speakers have said, long reach products are good. And Udwak has emphasized on the products, the supplements that helped her recover health-wise, and even the products, the daily care products for her children. We all are using the products. Mrs. Murphy showed you yours. I have a mouth freshener here. I think I have a repellent here. And this is just our working desk on the table, right? So there are options, there are things for you. Everybody has some products around them. We do have a better way. All right, Ogechi, let's hear your closing words and also your advice for the moms.
Okay, I'm going to end my own with a quotation from the Bible, like what I read today from Hebrews 10, verse 17. It says, so then faith comes from hearing the message, and the message comes from preaching Christ. Why am I saying this? This profession is a God-given profession. We impact lives, we help people, we build people. I always tell people that this profession, there's nothing, I can't place any profession that can do this. Most of us are working in different places, and we know the competition in there. We know that most organizations don't share love. But here, look at us, look at everybody here. Something is common. We all work as a team. We all carry ourselves along. You know the way the ants work, that's the way we are. We connect people, we help people, we share our stories. My own story, when I came in on this platform, I didn't know there was a business behind this anyway. I wanted something for my face. And then along the line, I got to know that I could also use their products to have my own. I had ulcer, chronic ulcer. After I had my last baby, it was terrible. I was always on admission. But with this cup, my mobile cup, I'm always with it. I cannot stop saying stories about this. And even before I preach to anybody, you will see me with this first, because this was what helped me. So what am I saying? You have heard the message. The only thing I will advise you is to have the faith and believe in yourself. You can do it. Anybody can. Your excuses are valid, whichever way you want to put it. You don't have time, the kids, this and that, here and this, no time. Yes, they are valid, but if you are hungry for something, if you know that your finances are not up to what they should be, if you know you are tired of the nagging stories, maybe your husband is always denying you or depriving you of some things, go for it. Do something tangible, and your children and your life will thank you for it. What more can you ask for if not to help and impact lives? Help people to see the light. Help people to generate wealth. Our SD here, forever and ever, even if money is not flowing in her account, people will always remember her for guiding people, for leading people. What can be better than that? God forbid if she's passing away from life here on earth, she has not wasted herself on earth. She has impacted lives. She has helped people. That is what network marketing is all about. Forget whatever trash you have heard. It's a scam, it's a this. Do the research and venture into any platform that is good, just like ours. Ours is on a solid rock. And we are even getting stronger and bigger and waxing stronger. We're not just here in Nigeria, we are global. So I advise you to mingle with the large minds and the big minds. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I love that. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. So yes, you are correct. Network marketing can change your life. Network marketing can change every life, but you also need to find the right platform. We found Longbridge, and with Longbridge, we've been able to establish that the process is seamless. The process is, it helps you put in less effort, you get the result of your work. Now, I'm going to wrap up this way before I take questions. A lot of women, our job in running the home is to buy the things we use at home. We buy the soaps, we buy the creams, we buy the sanitary towels, we buy the pots. Many people today could have been boss moms if they were buying Longbridge products. Can you think of how many products, how many toothpaste, how many sanitary towels you have bought in your lifetime? I'm sure I have bought for 15 years straight, maybe before, if not more, probably 20 years, because before then my parents probably were buying for me. But I've used my money for about 20 years to shop sanitary towels for myself. Imagine that for those 20 years, I was just buying Longbridge sanitary towels. And I was able to share with a few friends. Or is it the dental issues I've had and the Longbridge toothpaste took care of the dental issues for me after about 15 years of battling with dental issues? Or more, over 25 years to be honest, because I started having dental issues as a child. But for 15 years, I've been buying toothpaste that wasn't taking care of my dental issues. I started buying Longbridge toothpaste. I shared my results with a few friends. And today, I am a value-added wife. My husband respects me. He used to respect me, but the respect has increased. I am able to help as many people as possible smile, be happy. I'm touching lives. Women, we are on earth to impact. You are unable to impact right now because of the financial incapabilities. But with this platform, you can. Now, I'm going to say this. Some people here are actually using Longbridge products, or some people listening to me right now, you're actually using products, Longbridge products, but you are not a boss mom because you're buying from dealers. You're not buying with a Longbridge code. If we all were buying from every other person that we saw dealing Longbridge products, we will not be sharing these amazing stories. Get yourself a Longbridge code. Follow the process like Mrs. Murphy said, and you will see a significant difference. Secondly, when you hear mom, The word mother, mom, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? For me is nurture. For me is care. A mom is meant to care. A mom is meant to coordinate. A mom is meant to impact. And not just your children, but every woman around you. That is the role of a woman. We are meant to add value. When people say, why do you have a lot of women in Longreach? I said, because Longreach has afforded us the platform to touch people's lives and add value to their lives. Because that's what we're meant to do. It's only a woman that will see a fellow woman walking on the streets with a stained cloth and will run to the woman and say, dear woman, you're stained, and hug the woman from the back, pull the woman to the side and help the woman. Imagine now doing that and unconsciously getting paid. That's what we do as boss moms. We know that this platform can help you achieve the dream that you've always had. And so as boss moms, we share with you a platform that will help you achieve the dream. And as you're achieving that dream, as you're getting paid, as you're getting all the compensation from becoming a Longreach distributor, Longreach is rewarding us. So if you're a woman today listening to me, charge yourself to non-stop, always talk about Longreach and helping people. Charge yourself to provide, to share how Longreach can change people's lives. Not everybody will be a boss mom, so not everybody will accept this. But those who accept this will forever pray for you, will forever thank you, and you will also get paid from Longreach. Double reward. You're not doing it just for the money. You're doing it because there's a calling that you have to respond to. Finally, the singles and the men listening to us, don't say, oh, I'm not a mom, so this is not about me. No. Remember the definition. You care for someone. As a single woman, you don't have a child yet. Remember the maybe story. As a single woman, she was fine, very okay financially, but she got married, responsibilities increased. Same with me. This is your time to build for that future. So when you're going into the marriage, you're going into the marriage as the support you're meant to be. You're not going into a marriage as a burden, but you're going into the marriage as the support you're meant to be. You and your husband can live your life at your own terms. And dear husband, yes, this business seems to work easily for women, but we have men crushing it on the Longreach platform. We have men who are partnering with their wives and doing this together. We even have men who are doing it on their own and telling their wives, stay, let me do this. Just support me from home. You too can do the same. You too can encourage your woman, your wife, your daughters to use these products. Our business model is very simple. Use, share, and get paid. Are you using Longreach products? Are you sharing with the people around you the amazing benefits of these products? Are they buying the products directly from Longreach? If they are buying, you are getting paid. We are distributors of Longreach products. We get paid for distributing the products, and we get paid for creating new distributors. You can enjoy what we're enjoying. You can be a value-added wife. You can be a boss mom in business. You can be part of us, and you can share your story one day that will touch other people's lives. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening. It's been an amazing evening. We are past 9, but if there is a question, we're going to take it very quickly. But if there's no question, or you want to drop your questions later, you can drop it on our Facebook group or even as a comment on the YouTube page, and we will certainly respond to your questions. We want to believe that you have been touched this evening. We want to believe that this story imparts you. What we recommend you do is tag people as many as possible to this video on Facebook. And when the YouTube post is available, the YouTube link is available, please share. Share the YouTube link. Let every woman hear. Let every man hear. Let every child, everybody needs to know that language has given us a better way. It doesn't matter what your story is. We've had two episodes of Boss Moms in Business. Watch episode 1, watch episode 2, and share. Samuel is asking for the list of products. Please go back to whoever referred you here. Ask for the product catalog. Ask for the membership levels. Thank you, Samuel, for that. Ask for the membership level. Ask for the product catalog and how to get started. The person will help you get started. Anguli says we want more episodes. All right, thank you, Anguli. I feel we need more episodes. We need to hear from more people. We may have just one more episode next Saturday. I'm going to look out for more boss moms to share their stories. I couldn't hear what you said. Oh, stop, Siri. We may have just more boss moms share their stories next week, Saturday, and that will be the last of the Boss Mom series. I believe you connected. Please, if you were invited here, go back to the person who introduced you. Tell the person you're ready to get started. The person will hold your hand and walk you through the process, and you can become a boss mom. Mrs. Murphy says, Siri, join Longreach. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Thank you so much. Thank you to my amazing panelists. Thank you, Oge. Thank you, Mrs. Murphy. Thank you, Dumebi. Thank you, Uduak. Thank you, Omolara. Thank you, everyone. It was so impactful. You can now unmute yourselves and say good night.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Everyone,
Thank you so much, Boss Moms.
thank you, Dr. Ivy.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Boss
Everyone.
Mom.
Such an amazing month. Wonderful, abundant.
Thank you.
I'm
Love
so,
you.
so blessed.
Bye.
Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you. Good job, Dr. Heidi. Thank you.